The Crittercam systems are very, very different from normal video camera systems. They start out perhaps as a normal video camera system, and then we rip it apart and then put the video camera system back together in a way that's meaningful and useful for research and as a research tool. So yes, we do have a video camera inside each Crittercam system, but it's much more than that as well. So we take the camera, the video camera, rip it apart, put it back together, but then add all kinds of components to help us contextualize the video that we're gathering. So when we're on the back of a whale, let's say, and riding through that world that the whale experiences so routinely, we want to know how deep we are. We want to know what the temperature is. We want to know what the light level is. We want to know what direction the whale's swimming in and what orientation it's swimming in relative to gravity. So we add all these other components, these other sensors into the system that makes it a very integrated research tool that makes better sense of the images that you're seeing as you're watching the whale's life unfold. Well, the great thing about working in the ocean in particular is that the water is a very dense medium, so anything that you can make slightly less heavy than water actually will float. And the Crittercam systems underwater, the marine systems, are slightly less dense than water, so they do in fact float back to the surface, which is critical for us because all of the information is gathered within the Crittercam system and recorded within the system, and so you have to recover the system to get any of that data back. So what we do is we make the housings very strong but very light, very thin material, thin aluminum material in a specific shape that can withstand great pressure. We make the flotation out of a special kind of foam that doesn't soak up water and doesn't crush at depth, so that each of the Crittercam systems for the marine system can go down 1,000 meters deep on the back of an animal and still float back to the surface. The one that we use for land mammals, in fact the one that we're using right here in Singapore for the macaques, the monkeys, is only 170 grams, very, very small system. But there are some compromises that we make for that. That system, which is a prototype system, is really just a video camera right now, just so that we can test the whole concept to see if it can work. And then as we discover that if it can work or not, we think that it can, we will then add more instruments, more data recording capability.